Welcome back here. This is A Place to Heal. My name is Marie, and today I want to talk about structured water. What is structured water? Where does it come from? How do you make it? Why should we even be drinking it? Okay, so recently I donated some blood. And in all my time that I have ever donated blood, I must have gone in there dehydrated. And you know, when they remove any amount of blood, it dehydrates you because of course, you know, most of our blood is water. So it just seemed like no matter what I did, I could not get rehydrated. I just felt like utter junk. And I was doing all sorts of stuff. And finally somebody said, hey, why don't you try structured water? It's easy water and, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, well, let me look into that. But when I looked into it, I was like, I'm not spending $200 on some contraption to get me this hydration that I need. It's just not going to happen. So as usual, I love to do research, I love my chemistry, everything else. So I dug in deep. I was like, okay, what is this? Is this even worth spending the money on? And everything else. So I'm going to read you as usual from my notes. So I found out that, hydrating the body is not just drinking plenty of water. It's not just sitting there going, okay, fill a gallon full of water and start drinking it. Because if your cells cannot absorb that water, if you are not hydrating at a cellular level, you're not getting hydrated. And I've noticed this through the years because I have a lot of people that come to me and they say, hey, Marie, you know what? I mean, I can drink a gallon of water and I still feel so thirsty. Okay, I don't feel like I'm getting hydrated. And that's because you're not. It's just not getting to that level at the cellular level that you need that water, okay? And your cells need that water. We also need to remember, while I was doing this research, I also remembered, okay, we are a closed-end system. So what goes out, like the earth is a closed-end system, right? I mean, the rain comes down and goes into the lakes and the rivers, it evaporates, it goes back, it comes back down. We have been drinking the same damn water that the dinosaurs drank, millions of years ago. We are not that type of system. Okay, so whenever something goes out, it does not get replenished in unless we replenish it. Okay, so we're a closed-in system. So every time that we sweat, urinate, ejaculate, cry, or defecate, we are getting rid of vital water, vital nutrients, and vital minerals, okay, that we need. And if you keep dumping it out and you don't keep putting it back in, eventually you are going to have an issue with panic, anxiety, heart problems, blood pressure, skin issues, or sleep issues. Something is going to give, okay, because we have to have that. We are electrical beings and our bodies need minerals like magnesium, potassium, and sodium in order to maintain that conductivity that our brain needs, our heart needs. If you've seen some of my posts lately, the heart is not a pump. It is an electrical device. This is why they, put this electrical device to keep the heart going, right? When people have heart issues, because they know we are electrical beings. We are constantly putting out electricity and we don't want those cells dying down. Okay, so this is how I happen to stumble upon this type of water. It's also known under other names as magnetized water, easy water, and fourth phase water. It is sold very expensively. It has to be made. Okay, so the conductivity on this water, as you arrange it and you structure it, it turns into like a hexagon figure, almost like a soccer ball. Okay, but the problem is it doesn't stay structured for very long. It only stays structured for 12 to 24 hours. So it's not like they can sell it in the supermarkets, okay? So of course they're gonna tell you, this stuff is no good, it doesn't work, blah, 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 because they can't sell it. They can't make money off of it. Okay, you have to make it at home. So the next best thing is selling you these crazy expensive tools and machines in order for you to make it. So if they can't talk you out of it, at least they're gonna get your money out of it, okay? So what I found out is that Science Direct, it's actually a science magazine. I went in to check because, you know, everybody wants their science proof. So Science Direct says that water magnetization or structured water is cutting edge technology, a physical water treatment which contributes to a more sustainable supply of clean, fresh water in the future. So if they're sitting there saying this, why are so many people talking it down and saying that it's no good? Okay. So it's amazing to me that science claims that it's a really good thing, but there's all these other people, chemists and stuff online saying, no, it doesn't work. It's no good. It's just a waste of time and money. Okay. So, the structured water people, the ones that are into the structured water, they advocate benefits like hydration, because better hydration because it gets better into your cells, enhanced cellular function because structured water also improves communication between the cells, fresher taste, enhanced nutrient absorption, increased energy levels, reduced glucose, improved detoxification by aiding in the removal of waste and toxins from the body, leading to better skin health. I can see why they would want to tell you that was no good, right? They don't want you getting all those benefits. But what does that mean to us now? Because we can't buy it, we have to make it. We have to make it, and it's very expensive. Like I said, some of the stuff that I saw, wands and machines and everything was like $250, $300. Listen, I don't know about you, but I don't want to spend $200-$300 on something that may or may not work, something I may or may not use, something that science hasn't 100% proved to work yet, even though all these plants are saying that that's what they're going to use for future use. I didn't want to go out there, okay, and do that. So I got you, because I did the research, not on regular people sites, but believe it or not, on birding, all the birding people and all the people that do plants and agriculture and farming. Okay, so this is crazy. As I kept digging and researching, most of my acquired information came from the actual birding and agricultural sites more than anywhere else. Structured water on these sites are called living water. Okay, so that's why you might have a little problem looking that up, because it's a different name, and is said to enhance plant growth by improving water absorption to the plants and nutrient uptakes into the plants. These same statements were echoed on birding sites, especially those pertaining to hummingbirds. So I found a lot of people that were actually making structured water for their plants, companies that, you know, they sold like the indoor plants to people. They were doing structured water to water their plants with, and people who were doing structured water for their hummingbirds, because, you know, that was like, it's a birding thing, I guess. I don't know. So it suggests that it can lead to healthier plants, yields better improved root health, and a longer lifespan for hummingbirds. Okay. You know, they need more energy and stamina to get across the equator and go back. So I can see where that would work. Okay, so it was just crazy. But here's the thing, they're using magnetic stirrers. So I was like, okay, well, let me see their videos. I want to see what they're doing for the hummingbirds. I want to see what I want to do it for me. So I went out and I got myself a magnetic stir. Now, these stirs are actually pretty inexpensive. Most of the ones that I found on Amazon were like $30 or less. I even found one, I'm gonna put the link underneath this video. I don't know how long it's gonna last at that price, because these companies, as soon as they get wind that, look, I'm getting more sales than usual. Somebody must have done a video, they know by now. So they start upping the price because they want to get more money. So if you see it, get on it right away. If not, look at the link, look at the kind of magnetic stir that it is, and dig through Amazon. Dig through as many as you can, they're all the same, and find one that's in your price range, okay? Or it's still available at that price. Okay, so I'm gonna put links to the bottom. Now, me, you know, I'm extra, so I went out and I bought the beaker, okay? I thought the beaker was really cool, so I bought the beaker too. I think that was an extra $13. So even then, it was like $32. And then I also bought the extra magnets, okay? Because it comes with one magnet, and I bought extra magnets because I'm like, nowhere could I find how long these magnets last. Do they last a week? Do they last a month? Do they last a year, 10 years? I don't know. So I bought the extra magnets for another $10. So I'm still looking at under $40 for everything that I have. So it'll sit in my office, and I'm going to make structured water with my magnet machine. Okay, since starting this, I don't know, placebo effect, I don't know. But anyway, to me, I did kind of overcome that feeling of, you know, being tired and everything else. I feel that it is hydrating me at a much deeper level. I've already noticed changes to my skin. I've only been doing it almost 2 weeks, and I have noticed that I'm less thirsty. So I have noticed a lot of benefits from drinking the structured water. Now, I do have to say this. When you're doing the structured water, it is not enough just to drink the structured water. You have to add some sort of minerals in there, okay? And you want to add it before you structure it, because you want the minerals to structure into the water. You can get them from me, you can get them from Amazon, you can get them wherever, it doesn't matter. I'll introduce you to mine and what I use in there. I either use my adrenal cocktail, which has the potassium, the magnesium, the vitamin C, the whole bit. I drink that. Sometimes I'll do the mineralized me, which is a fulvic and humic. I'll show them in the little next segment where I'm actually making it. Or I use the clear ones, okay, which is Get Mineralized. It's got like 91 minerals, and you can just add it in there and do it. Or you can do all three. I mean, it doesn't matter. Yeah, minerals are minerals. Your body loves minerals. So as you're opening up these cells and you're getting this hexagon in there, you want to get those minerals into the cell, okay? But one of the things that I did not mention is in my... and just in case I forgot, if you're interested, if you don't have time to watch these videos and all these explanations and to go into all this, we have a newsletter now, a blog that goes out every Friday, okay? And what I didn't mention in that blog is that it also helps you absorb magnesium better, okay? So as you're taking these minerals in the morning or during the day with your water, you always want to make sure and you take magnesium glycinate before you go to bed, okay? You want to take at least 1,200 milligrams of magnesium glycinate to help you with your muscles and everything else. So this is great. I love it. So I can get all my minerals in with my water and have it go into my cells, and then all I have to do is take my magnesium at night before I go to bed with my other stuff. So there you go. All right, so stick in here because I'm going to go to the next segment, and I'm going to take you into my kitchen, and I am going to show you the actual machine that I use and the second method, which is nothing but marbles. Who would have thunk it? But they have done all the research, and they found out that it works whether you magnetize the water or whether you marbleize the water. It works either way, because When you're dealing with a body of water, it's basically stagnant. So as it causes the ripples, it's no different than the water going down the lake, right? And it's going through all the rocks and it's getting structured. And then you take it into your body. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so I'm going to show you 2 different ways to make magnetized or structured water, however you want to call it, easy water, live water. There's so many names for this. Anyway, this is the machine that I bought from Amazon. It's called Intel Lab. You can actually get different kinds on there, so be sure and find the best price. They're all the same machine. Okay, some people are selling it for more money. Some people are selling it for less. I will add the link underneath this video, but if the price has gone up, because usually the manufacturers will figure out that somebody has done a video on it and they will up the price, then at that point you just want to go somewhere else and see if you can find it for less. Okay, this one right now is actually still under $20, I believe. Okay, but they're all the same. So I purchased the beaker. You do not have to buy the beaker. You can buy, you can use any kind of mason jar for this. Okay, I just bought the beaker because I thought it was a little cooler. And when you purchase the machine, it comes with this magnet. Okay, so when you put it on top of the machine and you drop the magnet inside, it instantly sticks. There's a magnet down there. So as you move this around, you're going to notice that it sticks. So you want to put it right in the middle of whatever glass you're using. Okay, and then you're going to take whatever water. Try to use distilled or reverse osmosis, RO water. Try not to use spring or tap water for certain reasons. Okay, so I'm going to add the amount of water that I want to consume right now. And then I'm going to churn it. And I found that if I put it right here between these two, it is the perfect amount. Okay, so I'm going to start this up. You're going to start noticing as I go up, the thing is going to start turning. Okay. And there you go. And you can actually see all the little molecules starting to form, and it is going to form a vortex. Okay, so at this point, I want to add my minerals. Now, we sell these on the website. You don't have to get them. You can get them anywhere you want. We sell the Life Essentials, which are, it's a clear liquid. It's got 91 minerals in it. Okay, we also sell the Get Mineralized. This is a fulvic and acid base, so it does have some color. And today I am going to be using the Adrenal Repair. The Adrenal Repair contains potassium, sodium, vitamin C, and magnesium. So I'm just going to take 1 teaspoon. You want to add this while you're doing it because it will incorporate it into the structure. You don't want to add it after. You always want to add it during. Okay, so you're going to let this go. Depending on the amount of water that you're going to use, you're going to let this go for 5 to 15 minutes. Now, it's only fair to warn you that the structure, this is actually turning the molecules in the water into a hexagon shape, kind of like a soccer ball. But once it is done, this structure base only sticks for anywhere from 12 to 24 hours. So you don't want to make like a gallon of it because it's not going to stay structured. Okay, so this is what you want to do. Okay, so we're just going to let that go for 5 to 15 minutes, depending on how much structure I want in it. And once it's all done, I can pour it into my water cup and drink it. And there you go. I have all this structured water with all these great minerals and vitamins and everything else. Which one you're going to use, or which minerals, or which supplements you're going to use, that's up to you, you know, because they have different trace minerals. They have different fulvic and humic acid. They have different adrenal repairs. They also call them pickleball cocktails. It's for your adrenals, but it's also for your heart and everything else. All of these are wonderful. Or you can use all three. I mean, it's up to you. All right, so once it's done, I will turn it off and it's ready to drink. All right, so we just learned how to use the magnetizing machine to make the structured water. This is the second form of structuring the water that I found. Now, you are supposed to use a stainless steel strainer, or you should use a stainless steel strainer. I ordered one through Amazon. It has not come yet. Amazon these days are taking forever. I don't know why. So you do that. You just put the strainer up there, and like I said, it's best to use a stainless steel. Some people say to use copper. I think that's just kind of overkill. So I didn't bother getting the copper. The second thing you want to do is you want to get marbles. Okay, they absolutely positively have to be round. They cannot be those, you know, the flat on one side, round on the other marbles. And then you are going to put it into the strainer. Okay, so the way this is structuring your water, it's no different than if you ever see a flat body of water. Okay, you have your flat body of water and nothing is going on. This is no different than the water going through the rocks as it's going down the river. It's causing the vortex in between the marbles. Okay, so now I have already poured my water. I've already poured my adrenal repair powder into the water. And then what you do is you just pour it over the marbles till it fills, and you're going to see it's going to start draining under the bottom. Okay, see? Okay. And you just let it drain. This one takes a little bit longer, well, about the same time, because you're going to do it for 5 minutes, whatever. And then the other one you're going to do, and then as it's going down, you just keep filling it up, and it's structuring through the marbles. I might have put one right at the bottom. There we go. Okay. So it's almost like a still as the stuff going through. So this is number 2. And it's going to take you about 5 to 15 minutes for it to get through all, and because it's a really slow process, okay, as it's going through the marbles. But it's structuring and changing the structure of the water. This one is actually cheaper. The marbles I purchased at Walmart, and each pack of marbles, as you can see, I still have even more marbles over there. Each pack of marble was about $3. I bought 4 packs. You actually only need 2. So 6 would be enough. And, you know, the mason jar, and then whatever the strainer would cost you. You can get the stainless steel anywhere from $6 to $15 online. Okay, so you can get this one too. So you're looking at about $20. Okay, $25 for this setup. Same thing. Fill it up again. You just sit there and wait. So it depends on which one you want to go. Do you want to go with the machine, or do you want to go with this one? They both structure. This one magnetizes as it structures. This one just structures through the marbles. So there you go. You have two simple ways to make structured water at home, on your counter, and it just depends on how much you want to spend and which way you want to go and which one you think is cooler looking up on your counter. I think they both are. I love both of them, so I'm going to put both of them in my office because I think it's kind of cool. And yes, it does make the water colder. That is for sure, because you can even see it on the beaker. See that? So yeah, especially the magnetized one, it definitely does do that. All right, and there you go. Okay, so there you go. Pretty simple, right? I mean, I could never have guessed that it was going to be that simple. Never. But there you go. There you have it. It's just so simple, so cheap, inexpensive, and it only takes a few minutes of your time to do this. So if you're interested in that, like I said, the links are always below my video. You can go there, you can get the stuff, and you can make it. Be sure to join me and my craziness next Friday you can join me on YouTube. You can join me on Rumble. And of course, we always go live. I go live every Friday with Rosie, and we discuss this topic. So if you are interested in asking more questions about it or wanting to know more, this is what we do every single Friday at 7 Mountain Time. Okay, till next Friday, please stay happy and stay healthy. I'm going to try to do my best to bring you more information to take you to that next level of health that you're looking for, and do it like as cheaply as possible, because some of these companies are getting like crazy with what they're asking for, because a lot of people don't know or understand how to do this chemistry stuff, and they want to make it sound like rocket science so that you cannot afford it. And then there's me. All right, see you next week. Love you guys. Thanks for watching.